Hello YouTube viewers and random Avengers fans, I'll finally be reviewing this, which is the Marvel Select Age of Ultron Black Widow figure. And here it is in its box. It's your standard fare from Diamond Select here with the sidebar, which features the Marvel Select and Age of Ultron logos. Black Widow's written in white vertical capitals with special collector edition action figure printed below, while at the bottom all of the Avengers are squeezed in using some frankly terrible photoshopping. This triangular section next to it just features the Avengers Assemble logo, while the huge window display is present as ever, so we get a good look at the figure and her accessories, and the base can be seen just in behind the figure, but the downside is of course a lot of wasted space. The side gives us an image of Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow with no logos or anything printed on it. On the back we get images of some of the Avengers as well as a picture of Black Widow in action, which isn't of the actual figure, and next to it we get a bit of a blurb on the character and the figure, and if you want to read it, you know where the pause button is. And finally at the bottom there's images of the other two figures in this range, Hulk and Thor. So that does it for the box. Let's open it up and take a look at the figure. Alrighty, so here we have Black Widow, and it's been a long time coming as this is the first MCU Black Widow Marvel Select have produced, but has it been worth the wait? Well, taking a look at the head sculpt, you can instantly see just how immaculate it is. There's no doubt about it, that is Scarlett Johansson. I never cease to be amazed at just how accurate Gentle Giant Studios can make their head sculpts look, especially in this 6 to 7 inch scale. The eyes look great with the strawberry blonde eyebrows above, the dark eyeliner added around them, and the bright blue irises. They look so crisp and clear. The nose looks good too, but they've just nailed the mouth with those iconic pouting pink lips in the shape of her jawline. I was a little worried about the forehead of this figure, as in promotional images it looked a little disproportionate, but that's not the case with the finished product. The hair sculpt really works well and contains a fantastic level of detail. It's short and tousled like in the movie. You can see strands of her hair folded back and looking unkempt like she's in the middle of a battle, while it cascades down the side of her face with all the strands and brushstrokes really brought out well, with the added paint apps giving a sense of shading and depth. Moving down to the torso, her neck has been sculpted well with her suprasternal notch and collarbones present, and some cleavage present on there too. That zipper's a bit lower than it was on screen, isn't it? Anyway, the catsuit itself features some excellent detail. Of course, that creased and wrinkled material effect is present on here, giving it the impression that it's made from fabric. On the back there too, you can make out her shoulder blades sticking out into the suit. That's a great touch. Of course, this is the Tron style suit from Age of Ultron, so we get these blue lines running along the sides of the arms, the legs and the torso. The belt has been recreated with excellent attention to detail. You can see the Black Widow logo on the buckle in the middle, while various compartments and accessories are clipped onto it, including what seems to be a walkie-talkie and her holster. The arms feature elbow guards, while those enlarged Black Widow's bite gadgets can be seen on her wrists, which now have a red backing. The hands are just gloved and moulded to hold her accessories, but if you look closely, you can see the gold sections on her knuckles for delivering a much more powerful punch. As I said before, the legs feature those blue strips as well as some straps and some dark grey knee pads. The boots look fantastic with some blue and silver gadgets clipped onto them, these light grey strips on them, and raised platforms on the bottom of the feet. Finally, the undersides feature some grips at the front, some legal guff, and a peg hole on each sole. So, overall for detail, this is another epic success from Diamond Select, an excellent looking figure, and just a perfect doppelganger of the character upon which it is based. Turning to articulation, the head can do the full 360-degree Exorcist-style twist, as well as nod up and down, and pivot from side to side, but this is restricted by the hair sculpt. The arms can do a full 360 at the shoulders, as well as move out to 90 degrees. The forearm can rotate fully at the elbow, and can move into 90 degrees at this joint also, while there's a full 360 on the wrist, which can pivot in and out as well. There's an excellent ab crunch on this figure, meaning it can move forward and back, tilt from side to side, and double as the figure's full 360-degree waist articulation too. The legs kick forward to around 45 degrees, but can move out to the sides, allowing Black Widow to do the splits. A full 360 is present at the top of the leg, which is a little bit off-centre. A double joint at the knee allows her to kick herself up the backside, while there's another full 360 at the top of the boot, and a pivot at the ankle allowing the foot to move forward and back, while a secondary pivot on the foot itself allows it to twist from side to side. So overall, a brilliant level of articulation has been added to this figure. Turning to accessories, first up we get her battens. The detail on them is pretty decent with the enlarged black handle and silver end cap. The actual business ends are light blue, representing the power surging through them, which works really well. They slot into the figure's hands and are held quite securely. Next up is her handgun, which is quite standard. It features some nice sculpted detail, but overall it's very basic. This can be slotted into the figure's right hand, where again it's held very comfortably. It can also be placed into the holster, but this isn't so secure, and it can fall out with the slightest movement. Finally, Black Widow comes with a pair of alternate hands, which are sculpted as mirror images of the current versions in use. Changing the hands is a little tricky as the ball joints holding them are a little stiff, but to do so, just pull out the original hands and push in the new ones until they click into place. This is a nice bonus as it adds to the display pose options of the figure. Speaking of display, the figure also comes with a base. Like most Select bases, I have the same problems with it, in that it's way too big, it's uninteresting, and offers no real support to the figure thanks to the lack of a peg. It does feature some nice detail in all fairness, what with the black sandbags, spools of black wire, and blue ammo boxes and assorted machinery. The actual floor looks brilliant too, what with the cracked pavement design and scorched section on there. It's just a bit dull for my liking, plus the other half of the base comes with the Thor for some reason, and seeing as it's just a basic reissue of the Dark World figure, I won't be picking it up. Doing a quick size comparison, you can see that the Select figure is much larger and features better detail than the 6-inch Marvel Legends Winter Soldier version. And placing the figure next to my other Marvel Select Avengers, you can see Black Widow fits in really well, and it's nice to properly complete the set after 3 years. So overall, what do I think of this figure? Well, I think it's brilliant. I was really disappointed to learn that Marvel Select wouldn't be releasing a Black Widow for the Avengers back in 2012 alongside Hawkeye, instead of the Chitauri Warrior, which, ironically, I still see warming pegs in every toy collector's shop I've ever visited. So I'm really glad that we finally got one for Age of Ultron. And it's definitely been worth the wait. The sculpting on the head alone is frankly exquisite. This is Natasha Romanoff, this is Scarlett Johansson, and I know I say this with every review, but this is some of Marvel Select's best work yet, and I mean that every time I say that. They consistently outdo themselves, and the sheer attention to detail has to be admired here. The posability is great too, so the figure can be displayed in one of her dynamic attack positions. The accessories are few but fair, however the base could have done with a little more thought, and please Diamond Select, put a peg on your bases in future, it helps secure the figures. A truly excellent figure which at long last completes my original Avengers display. It's a striking and beautiful collectible. And so that brings us to the end of this review. I really hope you liked it. If you did and you're new to my channel, please hit subscribe for more videos and keep up to date with all my latest news and reviews by liking my Facebook page and following me on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.